Hi there. In this video, I want to quickly take you through the behind the scenes and my prompts of how I was able to create this piece of marketing content. What was really cool about this video is that entire video was created from this exact Enviz Space using just Enviz AI and a mood board. And as you can see, compared to the video, the furniture and whatnot present in this scene that you can see here is very different to that what was presented in the video. And that was just using, again, Enviz AI, this space, and a mood board. For context, this is the mood board and styling PDF that we supplied in Enviz AI. And as you can see, it's got a lot of text, it's very detailed, it's got some beautiful imagery, really nice lighting, textures and materials and whatnot. And what's great about Enviz AI is it's able to pull and read the text that you upload as well as the images, and it can use all of this information. For this particular video, I actually only really got it to reference page 6, this room setting page that you can see here. And that's what it used to pull the the chair, the couch, the ottoman, the rug, table, the lamps from. That was basically where it got all of its information from, is this page here. And using that, we were able to create the entire video. So this is my chat history from the AI session when I created that video. And I'll just take you through some of the prompts and how I was able to do that. So again, we just positioned the camera kind of where we wanted for our first video, which is like roughly about here. And as you can see, this is how we were able to create our very first scene. So I just uploaded the document. I asked it to simply only reference page 6. And I asked it to remove all of the furniture and upload that furniture and styling from that page. And you can see it was able to generate this first render here, which looks fantastic. It was able to, it removed all the furniture as well as uploaded everything we wanted. We then asked it to just add realistic textures and lighting and make it look photoreal. And that's how we were able to get to our render here, which you can see looks absolutely beautiful. It's much more photorealistic. The lighting looks great. The textures look fantastic. And then from here, this is how we were able to create our very first video. And we just then asked it to create a video where the camera zooms in and pans around from this scene. And that's how we were able to create this first shot for the video. So what's really good about creating marketing content inside of Enviz AI is that, again, you can reiterate on all of your prompts, which is really fantastic. So again, like we said here, it generated this first image. It then did exactly what we asked it to do, but it wasn't photoreal, which is okay because we can then further iterate and tell it to, again, make it photoreal, add these realistic textures and lighting and whatnot, and it does follow through on that. What's then further great is we can then create more content from just inside that one render. So I further prompted on our image that we had here. I then asked it to recreate the image, like the render, but actually move the camera to be behind the couch, as you can see here. So it was able to then, based off that one render, it then recreated the room and the scene, but from a whole new different angle, and kept everything the same, which we could then use this new image to create our second shot in the video, again using the video mode, and we were able to create this shot here where the camera just flies in over the couch. One other really great prompt to be aware of when using Enviz AI is the restore detail prompt. And Enviz AI will actually prompt you to do this as you further iterate on your images in Enviz AI. After about 3, 4, 5 iterations, Enviz AI will tell you to actually do the restore detail prompt. And this just simply gets it to, as you reiterate on an image using AI in general, the image will become slightly distorted over time as you just keep generating off that same image. The restore detail kind of regenerates your image from scratch, but it keeps all of the context from its iterations. And so now you have a more higher fidelity, more textured image. From this exact same image and this entire prompt chain, we then asked it to create this leather chair scene. And again, we just simply used that first render and we just asked it to zoom in and create a tight shot. You can see the detailing of my prompt here. And we just asked it to zoom in on the leather chair and follow along the stitching of the chair. And that's how we were able to create this video here. Now for some of our other videos, this is where we then went and created a whole new render, an entire scene. We then, to do the bird's eye view shot, we used the photo mode because that allows us to use Q&E to move vertically. And we positioned the camera above the scene like you see here. And what we did this time is we then asked it to remove the furniture and add the furniture in, but instead of uploading our PDF document that we previously showed, we actually uploaded our first render that we had created and just asked it to recreate this render, but from this kind of new angle. and remove all the furniture, which it did. It then actually didn't add in the lamps, so we then just further reiterated to add the missing lamps from the scene, and again just further once again uploaded that image, and it was able to pull all of that context and added those lamps in. We then just asked it to create a slow pan video from this kind of render, and that's how we were able to create this scene here. We then created our kind of lamp shot that you can see here, and that was done by, again, we repositioned the camera, and you can see this is all of the furniture that's from inside the Enviz AI model. We just asked it to remove the couch and the coffee table. It did so. As you can see here, this looks great. We then uploaded our PDF document, asked it to specifically add the lamp in, and I was very specific in asking the lamp to be added on the floorboards, not on the rug. I wanted it in front of the right door in front below the shelf, and you can see that it did this perfectly. It added it in exactly where we wanted it to. We then asked it to, again, further prompted it to make it photoreal, restore detail and whatnot, where we were able to get this beautiful image here. And then we just used that to create a video, and we just asked the camera to center in on the lamp and kind of circle around the lamp and focus in on that in the video. And that's how we were able to create this shot here. Now for our fireplace shot. To do that, we simply just moved the camera down, and this was a really easy one to do. We just kind of basically positioned it here, and then we basically just asked it to create a photorealistic render, which it did, and then we went straight into the video generation and just gave it a very specific prompt of how I wanted the camera to move, and just was very specific in that I wanted the fireplace to move naturally. I wanted the light from the fireplace to be reflected on the marble, and as you can see, Enviz AI nailed that, and that's how we were able to create this shot here. Then to create the couch shot, where we had the camera focusing on the arm of the couch, we again just moved the camera into the position we wanted. We asked it to remove all of the furniture present in the scene, uploaded our document and previous renders that we had created, and asked it to add in the furniture, keeping the context that this was now from a different angle, but we wanted that context from the other images to be carried across. We were then able to create, again, like you see this render here, and we're very specific in that we asked it to have make the f-stop of the video quite low so that the background and surrounds are out of focus and slightly blurry as a result. So I wanted the background and everything else to be blurry except for what the camera was focused in on, which was this armrest. And that's how we were able to create this really detailed shot of the armrest that you see in the video. So I hope this video was helpful and insightful for showcasing what you can just do with Enviz AI and the kind of content that you can create from just inside your Enviz space. Doesn't matter how detailed the space is. If it's not furnished, you can use the Enviz AI tooling and mood boards to furnish the space to create your renders. Or like in this case, even if it already is fully furnished, you can use Enviz AI to furnish it completely differently and create a marketing piece of content for a completely differently designed space. The possibilities are endless. So I hope this video was helpful, and we really look forward to seeing all of the amazing content that you create. Bye.